My name is Sonia, and this is going to be my first YouTube video. I just wanted to showcase my plants. I started collecting back in 2023 after a slight separation from my husband. We are back together, all is good. Being separated caused me to go and find other things to do besides work. And walking into one of those big boxes that we all know, I discovered a beautiful plant. I discovered that it was a Hoya. It was a Carnosa Crimson Queen. And I still have that plant today, and it's huge. I will show it to you in my next video, hopefully. But today I wanted to showcase the ones I have inside my home. I have approximately 400 plus plants. That's including Hoyas, philodendrons, syngoniums. So I just wanted to showcase what's behind me, what's in my living room, what's in my bedroom, maybe what's in my bathroom, because I also have plants in my bathroom. Let's start with this one that I just showed you at the beginning. This is called the Philodendron Burle Max, I believe it is. And this was gifted to me by my daughter's best friend. And it came very, very small. Came maybe with 2 or 3 leaves. And you can see how this is one of the newest leaves. And here's another tiny, tiny one. It lives right here in this spot. And I have some I think they're called pot lights, and they're from Sansi. And it works fantastically. You can see if it gets too close to the light, it will burn. But this variegation, they came with these two, I believe these 2 leaves. And you can see it's barely variegated. Actually, they're not even variegated. But once I placed it here under this light, the variegation just started popping out. Over here I have one of my favorite Polynera. The Polynera outer variegated. And this one came with these 2 leaves. It's grown significantly fast. Look at that beautiful leaf there. It's a fast grower, and roots are, as you can see, it's grown a lot. I have it in a cactus perlite mixture. That's been working well. This one behind her is the choke, and she's grown a lot as well. I do see a couple of yellow leaves, which I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on. Maybe over water. Unfortunately, the saucer doesn't come. It's attached to the base, and I'm not a fan of that. But she is beautiful. See another yellow leaf here. All right, just knock it out. I'm gonna have to investigate what's going on. But many of you might know she is the sister of the Mathilde, which I also have. And I can show you her in a little bit. But she's growing under that Sansi light. She likes it there. Just got to see what's going on with the roots. Then I have, here we go. Here's the Mathilde. Mathilde slightly splashed. And she is also growing pretty good under that light. She's not a fast grower like her sister, but she does grow pretty fast. This one here is the Florida Beauty. And look, I have a new leaf coming out. Actually, I think there are 2. I'm not sure if you can see that. This one and this one here. And she's pretty slow. She's also one of the gifts from my daughter's best friend. She gave me several, and I didn't collect philodendron until she gifted these to me. So when she did, I was unaware of how to care for them, but they're doing well. I wish she would be faster because she is beautiful. This one here is a Sansi, and this one, I purchased her pretty mature. She was growing pretty fast and flowered for me, and then all of a sudden she stopped. She was declining, and I realized that I had her in a dark spot, darker than what she would usually like. So I placed her here, and since I did that, I can see new growth. You can see the new growth coming. So they do like bright light. The Sansi. I also have the variegated, which I will show you some other time. This one here is one of my tiny Florida Ghost. The brand new leaf just popped up in about 2 days ago. And maybe this is another one, not sure. But she's pretty fast. She lives in a maybe 2-inch pot. Excited to see that grow. This one here is the Houseplant in a variegated, and somehow she is throwing both the green variation, the green leaves, and the variegated one. The new leaves, when they pop out are like pinkish, and she's pretty. I don't mind the green leaves, so I haven't chopped her. She can do whatever she wants. On this side here, I have an anthurium, and she's my first and only anthurium I believe I have. And down there, if you can see, a new leaf is popping up. And I think she's called something blush. Again, she's the only anthurium I have, and I'm excited to see her grow because she is beautiful. Over here we have the this is the Lacanosa Mint, and she's also growing pretty fast under that light. The colors that emerge are like bright, there you go, a very bright minty, but then as it matures, it get like this silver tone to it. Hey, I didn't even realize we have the same, my nails and her match. That's my Lacanosa Mint. I also have the coin. Let me see if I can show you. What is it called? The silver mint coin. And she is huge. She's growing extremely well. She is in a chunky soil. All my Hoyas are in chunky soils. There you go. And she is beautiful. She is growing quickly under that light. I also had her in my living room for a period of time under some more Sansi lights, but I moved her here because I love the trailing aspect of her. I used to also have, or I think I still do, another mint coin, and considering trellising her, but not sure because I do like the trailing. This here is a philodendron silver, no, not a silver sword. This is a stripe, something stripe. And she might need a repot soon. But she is bushy and lovely. And again, love the trailing plants for this background. This is my dining room or my dining table. And I just love that background and that trailing. Let me show you. That's where she lives. If you can see that. Over here, I have a silver blue, and she is also trailing. Let me put you back so I can pick up those other ones that are on top. This here is a green carnosa, very thick and waxy and shiny leaf. Very beautiful. She came with about 2 nodes and 4 leaves, and has grown all this since I've placed her here. Fast growing. This here, I'm not sure what this is. I know it's a philodendron, but I'm not sure if it's the white knight or the white princess or something. Again, one of the plants that my daughter's best friend gifted me. I believe all the philodendrons that I started with were from her. And she's kind of bushy. I'm not sure what's going on in there, but I let her do her thing, and apparently she's doing well. Let's look at her roots. Got some roots there. A lot of roots. So she's happy. New growth popping up soon. Or let me see if you can see that. Here, there. New leaves coming out. Let me grab these two so you can see what I have here. This Syngonium, don't know what it's called, but she's pretty. I love the let me see if I can show you. The pink and the green. Oh my goodness. This bicolor something wants the attention. She's gonna have to wait. So this one here, see that? The pinkish in the middle with that green. I don't know what she's called, but she is pretty. She is very pretty. So this, I believe it's a philodendron. I'm not sure. Bicolor. And she was one of those buys that you never even know why you're buying things. She was that because I did like the back of the leaf. And that's the reason why I purchased her. Now I have her up here. I'm not sure of her care yet, but she seems to be doing well up there in that top shelf. So we're gonna keep her there. Let me show you the ones I have in the centerpiece of my table. The Syngonium. No, this is not a Syngonium. This is a Scindapsus, I believe. One of the very few I have, and she is also growing quickly. She has no special care. I just water her when she's dry. This is Syngonium confetti. And I like those little spots of pink on the leaf. And then for the first time in my life, I decided to buy a croton. And she's growing. I read that they like a lot of light, and I'm not providing a lot of light to, so let's see how it grows. Let's move you to the living room. Let me walk I have I'm sorry, I almost forgot this beauty here. A mandula up here. And she's pretty. She's growing nicely. So right here we have a Pothos Marble Queen. And she is receiving light from this front door and the window and some ambient light from the Barina. And she's doing great. She seems to love it here. She's growing pretty rapidly. And let me show you one of my favorite leaves. Stunning, stunning plant. Moving on to my coffee table, I have a Skindapsis, and she's also receiving some ambient light from the Barina, and she seems to like it as well. There's some new growth, and she was not hanging when I put her here. She was probably just the top portion, but now you can see she's dangling a little bit, so she's doing well. Over here you can see my beautiful Florida Ghost, and this is one of her new leaves, maybe opened about a week ago, and she's doing great. Here's one of my favorite leaves. I got her from Lowe's about a month ago, and she had this was her original leaf, which is right now not about to leave, about to die in a few days maybe, but she is still stunning. Oh, look at this. I didn't notice, but there is a new leaf coming through. Yeah, that was a Lowe's purchase about a month ago. I was very surprised to see it. Here is a Hoya Kalina, and she's doing pretty well. Since again, the light is right here. Since I've placed her here besides the light, her leaves are huge, very big, and there's a lot of growth right here. Tiny leaves. There's growth there. I mean, it's loving it. Right beside her is the Louisa, Lacanosa Louisa, I believe. Let me look at her tag. Yes, Lacanosa Louisa Silver. And she is also bushing out since I placed her here by that light. Stunning plant. Love the silver. Behind her is my Viola. And I purchased her a while ago, and you can see the dull leaves on the bottom. But again, next to the Barina light, she has been pushing out new leaves, and these leaves are shiny and plump. Love them. Under them, we have a Clandestina. No, that's not Clandestina. What is this one? A Clemensorium, and she was from Gabriella's plant. I haven't had her for more than a month, so she's still pretty new. Right here I have an Argentia Princess, and she is gorgeous. Nothing much to say about her. Loves the light. This here is a combo that I bought from Lowe's. There was a Lacanosa Silver and a other Lacanosa that had an odd name, and I combined them, put them there. Hopefully they will do well. The white powdery is the diamond. Oh my goodness, what is that called? Diatomaceous earth. I believe that's how you say that. I just sprinkle some there just in case there was any crawling insects. And this here is I will not be able to pronounce this, but it's a Sari red, and it's also a new purchase, so don't know what to say about it yet. On top we have another Lowe's or Home Depot find. I bought two and combined them together. Waiatii variegated. It's doing great. This is all new growth down here. She's doing great. She loves it there. I have a Matilde, I forgot first, a Matilde Splash, and I have cut her several times, rooted her, and put her back in the same pot. and she's doing great. A linearis, that's a propagation that is going well. I have the mama plant. I will show you some other time. This here is a, I believe, a philodendron, but I do not know what type. But she's doing beautifully next to that grow light. This is one of my favorites, the Noel. Let me bring her down so we can admire the plump leaves here. And this huge leaf, which is about the size of my hand. Again, bright indirect light, and she is doing well. That's the Noel. Let me take you to the next one. Back here we have a Chinguangensis, and she's doing pretty well. Is getting some light, some light from the grow light, and she's doing well. This is the Patella Pink. Her leaves are pubescent on the top and on the bottom, and I love the dark leaves. Over here we have another Lacanosa. This one is Lacanosa Moonlight, I believe. See if I can show you. Yes. And again, very silvery minty leaves. Moonshine or moonlight. And she's not getting a lot of light in this little corner, but she's doing well. This one is the Enduensis. Yes. And she is long. Put her up here so you can see better. She is very long. Love the shape of the leaves and the rigid edges. Beautiful. She's been with me for maybe approximately 7 or 8 months. This here is a hybrid. It is a Pachiclata. No, I'm sorry. It's let me look at it before I say it again. It's a carnosa with a pubicalyx. And those leaves are to die for. When it gets sufficient light, these speckles turn pinkish, purplish. Beautiful plant. On the top here, I have a Dischidia. Let me see if I can show you this one. Dischidia. And she's doing okay. It's one of my few Dischidias I have. And let me look at the top over here. In my skull, I have another choke. And this one I wanted to experiment. Receives less light up on the top. I wanted to see which one reacts better. So she's growing, even though she's not getting direct light, but she's growing. Right here we have a Retusa, and she is constantly flowering. Very long. Loves the grow light. Right beside her we have Linearis, and she's a mama plant. I bought her very tiny about a year ago, and she's grown. Very easy care. Next to her we have a Bella outer variegated, and Maybe if I have her closer to the light, she will grow faster. But she's a slow grower, but I love her there and I keep her there. Well, for now, oh, I have a few more. Let me turn you around. That's my green wall. I'm trying to see if my vines can extend all the way to the other corner of this wall. We're getting there. It's a slow grower. She's a Pothos Marble Queen. Not very variegated because I had her outside. I brought her in when it got really cold, so she's acclimating to the light. Right here, I have a Peperomia Hope, and she's growing pretty rapidly. She loves that little corner, and I believe she looks fabulous there. We have a snake plant that is also growing. You can see the brand new leaf on this side. I got her sometime last year at Lowe's and I paid $14.99 for her. And she was tiny, but she's a beast and I love her. My Raven CZ with lots of new pups coming up. I counted about 7 this morning, so I'm excited to see those new leaves emerge. Philodendron Goldie, I believe. And she's a new find. I found her at Trader Joe's about 2 weeks ago, and I'm excited to see what she can become. Well, for now, you have seen my dining room and my living room plants. Thank you for watching, and if you want to see the rest of my collection, just stay tuned. Subscribe and like. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.